Hi and welcome to today's recipe video. Today we are going to make idli and dosa batter. One batter which can be used for both and to make soft fluffy idli and crispy dosas too. So friends, if you are watching my channel for the first time and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do click the red subscribe button below the video and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications. To start making the batter, here I am using 2 cup of idli rice and 1 cup of dosa rice. In another bowl, I will be taking 1 cup of urad dal with 2 tablespoons of methi seeds or fenugreek seeds. In a separate bowl, take half cup of poha. Wash it thoroughly in clean water. And then drain this water off. You can do the entire procedure just before you start the grinding. So basically you have to soak the rice and urad dal at least for 6 to 8 hours so that it's easy for you to grind in mixer jar. First I will be grinding poha. And make sure you grind all the ingredients separately. Each and every ingredient has its own importance, like poha gives a nice white color to the urad dal is used for giving the fluffiness to the idli and methi for giving the brown color. And once you finish grinding poha, next step is to grind urad dal. You can use the water which you have used for soaking urad dal for grinding the mixture. And you can feel this water is a little slimy and sticky, and this gives a nice fluffy texture to our batter. So after grinding urad dal, next step is to grind rice. Make sure when you are grinding all this, don't add too much of water or too less water that the grinding itself is difficult, and the water should be normal in room temperature or cold. Once you grind all of them, put it in a bigger vessel. Add salt according to taste. And mix it well before you keep it for fermentation. And make sure when you are keeping a batter for fermentation, only half the vessel is filled with batter so that the remaining space is used for fermentation and our batter rises up. So once I finish the mixing procedure, I'll be transferring half the batter to another vessel and I'll keep this for fermentation overnight. Make sure to close the vessel with a lid which is not too tight. And after 8 hours of fermentation, my batter is raised like this. Now before pouring the idli batter in the pan, I'll just grease it with ghee or any oil. When you grease it with ghee, it gives a nice flavor of ghee also to your idli and makes your idli soft, and it's very easy to demold the idli once the idli is ready. And make sure when you're pouring the batter, don't overfill the mold. Before you place the idli for steaming, make sure these 3 holes which you can see on the upper plate should be corresponding to the idli in the lower plate, so that your idli can be fluffy easily. Time required to steam these idlis are 8 to 10 minutes. Within 8 to 10 minutes you get nice fluffy and soft idlis like this. Let the steam settle down for 5 to 10 minutes and then take the idli out. Within 8 to 10 minutes, the idli is soft and it is ready to be demolded. And when you demold, make sure you remove the idlis from the edge. And our soft and fluffy idli is ready, and this is a foolproof method to make soft and fluffy idli at home, which is passed from generation to generation. And the same batter can be used for making dosas also, and the dosa will be really crispy and tasty. You can see how soft the idli is. You don't have to add any additional things like sabudana or other things. No baking soda is needed, and you get yummy and tasty idlis. I hope you like the video and do enjoy making soft and fluffy idli at home. And if you like the video, please give a thumbs up and do share some love by subscribing to my channel. Thanks, and bye till we meet next time.